Alright, welcome back to Human Boy Hates Everything About Everything. For one thing, my build is super illegal because I forgot that the Armored Kossars of Kislev have pistols. So I have too many ranged units for normal tournaments, but my opponent raced allowed me to play out the game anyway, because, I don't know, he's just being nice. This shit's wild, so I didn't want to go Chariot Blob. I thought I would do something more fun and interactive, so I went, like, a really wide infantry push with an armored front line and a bunch of archers. I thought that would be cool. And I knew there was going to be blue fire coming, so I take the Tsarina on foot. I try to dodge as much as I can. I still get hit by it, but I have double healers, so on foot she should be harder to hit. She should be able to get knocked down, and that's great. But the first one does all that. Second one does all that. Now can I point out that I've realized that Blue Fire of Tzeentch, the by far strongest spell in this entire game at the moment, besides maybe Pendulum, which is confirmed to be bugged. This isn't bugged. This is working as intended. If you overcast this fucking thing, the cooldown does not go up. Just pointing that out. The cooldown doesn't ever go up. So you can spam it as much as you want, alright? Even after dodging and putting myself not on a mount for entirely the purpose of not getting sniped as easily. We are 1 minute into the game, and there have been 3 of them, and I've already used one of my heals to try and keep this lady alive. Just like to point that out. Anyway, I guess I'm kind of casting this game, but there's not a whole lot to cast. It's just another boop! Okay, another 10 seconds passes. I do shoot down that burning chariot. We're just killing the entire front line. Boop! I'm just killing the entire front line, shooting archers into stuff. There's some flanking Chaos Knights. I'm just going to hit them with spears. And then a quick little boop came in, and then a boop comes in. Still trying to heal her up, doing our very best over there. Pink Hordes are getting flanked by our infantry, who are slowly walking in. Another boop! Very interactive, very awesome. A lot I can do about it. It's not like she's almost healing capped at 3 minutes into the game. But anyways, booping some of my Patriarchs. I'm shooting a bunch of his stuff. Now look at the balance of power. She's dead. She's dead from boops at 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Balance of power is about even. I was actually feeling pretty good. I have killed a ton of his force. He's down to 346 bottles. He's losing a blue horror. These guys are very low. These Forsaken are about to rout. The knights are alive, and he's alive. Okay, but we're feeling okay. Archer line is secure. Shooting up in with some Streltsy. Shooting. Doing some shooting stuff. Getting a little bit of poke. I see the knights coming, so I try to get these guys to run behind their armored unit friends. Another boop over there. Quick summon of Furies is going to attack some stuff. Ow, ow. That's no good. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Who gives a shit? A lot of blob fighting. You get the point. Moving on. Why am I casting this if I was just going to skip through it? Because the replay isn't all that interesting. It's just a bunch of infantry shooting Tzeentch units forever. It's mostly I wanted to talk about Blue Fire being a dumb piece of shit! And that its cooldown doesn't increase with Overcast, and you can take an ability on the basic guy that reduces your cooldowns by 10 seconds every time you cast. Because, yay, that's smart. Anyway, Doom Knights of Tzeentch charge straight into some Spear Archers. And I would like to point out something in a second, because they're going to rout in just a moment. Alright, they're routing. Everything else is shattered. It's 42 units against 500. These Forsaken of Tzeentch have, like, no health. Look at that balance of power. It's entirely on this guy. And the game's like, nah. Dude, I have a whole army left. I have a whole ass army left. And it's like, that Exalted Lord of Change is going to kill all of it. Okay, seems legit. Do a quick reboot group, get your shit together, get your stuff together. He is excelling in melee combat, which is why I was feeling really strong about this game at this point. I have moved up, so he's into my range. He can't just hurt my units for free anymore. That should be able to rally them and get them back. Warriors are in fact rallying. Balance of Power thinks I am screwed because this one Chaos Knight's coming back. And might I point out, you might be like, Human Boy, there's probably something else on this map. There isn't. The Balance of Power says 8 units. There's 7. There's 1. It is those 8 units against my 460, and the game's like, 50-50 shot. And here's where it gets spicy. I tell these dumb assholes to shoot at him. They're just going to get blue fired, roasted a little bit. Okay, cool. Because our Spears rally. They fight the Chaos Knights. Chaos Knights have no shields left. 159 HP. 159 HP. 159 HP. Negative leadership for a very long time, but then they rally. They took no damage from my spearmen, but that's fine. I give my guys orders to shoot. I give them orders to shoot. You can see the red arrow pointing from them to them. Why are you running away? Why are you running away? Where are you going to? What the fuck are you doing? Like, No, it's not even some dumb bullshit where you can argue like, oh, there's like 5 guys in the background they have to group up with. They're all right here, and they're just walking away from their target, who's getting back out of range and can go get shields again. Okay? Okay. Cool. Cool. Turning. You guys gonna fire now? You gonna fire yet? No, there's a Lord of Change who hit one of you. You pop your Unbreakable passive. I'm gonna give him a new order to fire. Watch him. Now they have to run forward to regroup, and they'll think about firing. They get off like 1 or 2 arrows, and now they have to turn. Excellent, excellent. My opponent gets off a beautiful wind spell over there. Not wind spell, vortex spell. It's gonna kill a lot of guys. Cool. That's fine. 159 HP still. These guys have taken no damage since we looked at them with no shields. That's pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome. Still trying to shoot them with 2 different archer units just because I want to get rid of these guys so I can start rallying some stuff and focus everybody to shooting the Lord of Change. That's all I want to do here. He has full shields because these assholes have taken so long to not hit them. Oh, hey, you hit them a little bit. Their shields are back down, right? Right? Look at the balance of power. I mean, like, it says we're completely screwed. I still think we're going to do okay because these guys are decent in melee combat. They have a lot of health. Decent in melee combat. The Patriarch's fine. He's in good melee combat. This dude's got to be out of mana by now. And these Doom Knights aren't really counting for the balance of power. Archers miss so bad, these guys are going to get their shields back. Which is pretty sweet. And army losses hits. They rout on their own for no reason, but I also army loss. Like, what is that balance of power? This also happens with Kairos Fateweaver. Just Tzeentchian sorcerers in general have such ridiculous balance of power that is stupid. It is insane how much balance of power they have because they're such terrible combatants. Like, you can't even finish off this Patriarch. I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. That whole game was pretty fucked up, but that bothers me a lot. Thought you would enjoy my anger and my hatred of fucking Tzeentch bullshit. Our barriers can recharge while in melee combat. Our barriers can recharge while getting shot, too. It's not like we have to be out of combat for this stuff. There's mechanics in the game that say you have to be out of combat for something to happen, but not shields. Shields just don't take damage for a while, even if you're in melee. And what if we have the best sniping skill that's ever been in Warhammer 1, 2, or 3, but for less Winds of Magic than any of them have ever been, and for a lower cooldown than any of them have ever been. But if you overcast it, you won't take damage because you have shields and infinite mana. You have a staff that decreases the cooldown. Unless you're Kairos, then you can just decrease the cooldown on your own. Wait, people don't like this game? Why? Well, let's give the Lord of Change a stupid amount of balance of power. Wait, why are people leaving?